Hey folks, I just wanted to share this moment. I'm driving in my car and there is the most gorgeous sunset. The clouds are this beautiful hazy orange, and I'm feeling grateful for the fact that I have the finances to be able to afford fast food. And it's been a long day. I had a long event day for work, and then I was running an errand after work, and I was driving through a town that is connected to somebody who's no longer in my life, and it was just bringing up a lot of feels, and and it's also connected to an accident that happened in the family, and I was having a good cry, and I was having one of those moments where I was just giving myself really the space to feel all the things, to feel the things about this person, about things that have happened in my past, and all of the grief and pain that I hold on to, and responsibility often, and that was a really heavy feeling. And then I kind of like pivoted into a, fuck you world, like, life is good, why am I wasting energy and time on this? It's not a waste to feel your feelings, obviously, but anyway, and then I was like, okay, I'm back in Stratford, I'm getting food, and look, there's gorgeous sunset, and I wanted to share it because you can go from one moment of feeling all the pain and the discomfort, like the uncomfortable feelings, and then shift your perspective with a moment of gratitude. And I think, I don't know, becoming a healthier person, it's not about never feeling bad, it's just how quickly you can move through those feelings and then get back to the good. And I'm just really proud of myself for being able to just not get stuck in the yucky, feel the yuckiness, but then realize there's so much more. Just look for it. There's so much more good and light and beauty. Just look for it. And I don't know, whatever pain you're feeling, like if somebody hurt you, like, you have so much to offer the world, so much light and love, and don't let them take that away from you. Don't let them dull your light. Don't let past events inform future events in a, negative way. I don't know. Obviously, always take lessons and learnings forward with you, but don't change the core of who you are and the hope that you bring to life. I know some people can see that hope and that spark as naivete, but I feel like sometimes we need a little more of that almost. Life is boring and dull and pessimistic and, I don't know, tragic. I feel like if we don't at least offer a little bit of wonder and awe and magic to how we see things. So, anyway, your girl is tired. She's sweaty. There is literally like salt on my skin from all the sweat. But I am going to be home soon, and I'm going to be fed. And I just witnessed a beautiful sunset that, had I been home already, might not have. I probably would have been in my garage staining and sealing my dresser, and I would have missed it. So it's the little things. This was all meant to play out the way it needed to. Anyway, love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Look how beautiful the sunset is. Wow. So fiery. Epic. I thought I should update y'all on the dresser that I refinished in its place for our entertainment unit. Yeah, It turned out okay. I was gonna replace the hardware, but I couldn't find anything that actually fit, and I was like, fuck it. The existing hardware is fine. I thought that it wouldn't pop enough because it's more of a, I don't know, weathered brass, not like a gold, but I think it looks good. So, ta-da! Wasn't too bad of a project. I might actually try that again sometime. So beautiful, beautiful, chilly-ish Saturday morning. And you know what that means. Perfect time for a little bounce on the trampoline. Start the day off right. So beautiful. Look at that blue sky. Hey lovely humans, Lana here. After a very lovely trampoline bounce in the rising sunshine, looking at the blue sky with thinly veiled clouds, and I was listening to the new Coldplay album, and it kind of came to a slower song called Rainbow, and I went into a sort of meditative stretch, and I just love the message of it because it's what I talk about a lot. In the lyrics, it's telling a story about an African-American story. I can't remember the lyrics, if it's a religious story or what, but anyway, they're talking about how the singer says, like, I've had so many clouds in my life, but I've also had so many rainbows. And just, I don't know, it's the music and it's kind of building to this, I don't know, ethereal, wonderful feeling, inspirational, hopeful vibe. But that message, I think, is so important. Like, yeah, we have so many clouds in this lifetime, but those also come with a lot of rainbows. And it's just all a matter of what you choose to focus on. Do you focus on the clouds and say, oh gosh, my life's been so hard, and why is life so hard? Why is life constantly handing me challenges? Why is there so much pain and sorrow and darkness in this world? Or do you focus on the rainbows, about how people persevere through the challenges, how you've become who you are through those challenges? How, yeah, I don't know, that's just the beauty, the beautiful imperfections about humanity. Like, we can do some terrible things, but also show so much compassion and kindness in the darkest of times. So, I don't know, but that's how I'm starting my day, just on this really beautiful moment. And yeah, I don't know, it's the little things, y'all. Like, I was joking to somebody the other day that I'm a person that talks about the weather a lot, and I know that that's like boring small talk conversation, but for me it's a daily gratitude practice to notice what's going on around me, the seasons, my surroundings, the environment, and appreciate the changes and the differences. Yeah, try and find beauty in all of it, even those foggy, gloomy, overcast days. But today is a beautiful blue sky day, and I am really enjoying it. Rolling over the grass and fields that I back onto with my backyard. But anyway, I'm off to go ziplining for a friend's birthday. I don't know if I'll capture any footage of that. That's going to be kind of fun, different. And I even harvested a little baby tomato. I have one plant left that I'm just kind of letting do its thing and see if because there's a lot of fruit on the vines. It's just they're not ripening very quickly. So I'm just letting it sit, do its thing, and a few more have ripened since I've practiced my patience. So, yeah, there's that. All right, let's see you guys.
You better jump down. No pressure, but the board gaps look bigger from here.
Yeah, they do look a little.
I love that. I turn on the camera and all you hear is, I don't want to do this. Help.
Look at this view. Look at that straight down.
And like the willows that are coming down. And the lily pads. Do you see the lily pads?
Look at those lily pads.
My rollerblading view. Oh, it's such a good day. We're having a little dancey dance in the kitchen, in the living room. I'm distracted by a spot of dirt on the ground. Making some muffins so I can snack on them during the week. And had a glorious walk this morning. It ended with an even better trampoline. And man, I was sitting on my favorite rock down by the river on this trail that I do, and I was just thinking about, like, I was watching the leaves fluttering through the air and making their way to land in the water, and watching the ripples that they caused, and, you know, thinking about the changing of the seasons and just the parallel to life in that we've gone through many seasons of life, each of us, and we will go through many more in our lifetimes. And, you know, not every season is comfortable, enjoyable, happy, but we needed to go through each of those seasons. And looking back on my life, I wouldn't change any of them. Even the ones that, you know, caused pain, I wouldn't change them. I wouldn't rewrite the script. I feel like I've learned to trust in that there's a greater wisdom to why everything is happening. And for me, it's not about, you know, a man in the sky dictating what's good or bad, but I don't know. I feel like it's more of like the wisdom of Mother Nature and the universe and all the energy around us. I kind of believe more in that wisdom. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of went through some heartbreak a few months ago, and it's been a grieving process since then, and I think I'm finally at a point where I'm like truly internally grateful for that experience. I think I was, you know, you can like rationalize in your mind shortly after a trauma or whatever, a challenging event, and say like, oh yeah, you know, it taught me this, this, and this, and these are the learning lessons I'm taking forward, and like, anyway, that's kind of how I was. But like the emotional hurt and all of that, like it was still there, and it was not to the degree where I'd be like, yeah, like let's do that all over again. Like I probably would have said like I would have rather that not to happen. But now I'm in a place where I'm like, okay, that needed to happen. This was sort of another test in life to decide like what you'll put up with and choose yourself, and you know, disappoint somebody else, not yourself. And seeing your own worth and value, and I don't know, and not being apologetic about it. And just trusting that, like, yeah, sometimes you have to say goodbye to some people, but there are so many other people out there in the world, and so much good and love, and I'm happy for the people that have come into my life, and not all of them stay, right? And yeah, I don't know. It's just, I reached this point where I was just like, I was reflecting on a lot of the things in my life that have happened, the painful ones, and just coming to this place of like, wow, I'm so glad that like I went through all of those things, because it's led me to where I am now, sitting on this rock, feeling so much peace and gratitude and, yeah, appreciation for the little fucking leaves fluttering from the trees and falling into the water. Like, this is what is lighting me up right now. And I've learned to feed my soul better than I was before. And that is the biggest gift of all. So anyway, I'm gonna try not to get too sappy, but gonna continue baking my muffins and have a cozy Sunday, getting ready for the new week. I don't know what this was. Vigor, I don't know. The vigor of the new week. And yeah, just take some time to be gentle with myself, and hope that you can too. Man, it's been such a weird weather day. It was, you know, beautiful sunny in the morning, and then around midday it looked like it was raining, and I was about to have a shower, and I quickly changed out of my clothes, and I was like, could I go out there in the rain? Put a bathing suit on, and then the rain stopped. So I was like, okay, I guess it wasn't meant to be. And anyway, and now the sun's back out, and it's blue sky and clouds, so I don't know. Warm, like, this is September, and I think we're in the 20s, like, it's so mild. Wow. But yeah, my cheeky little pumpkins, my only sign of fall decor. But anyway, the sun was not done with us. Get out there, folks. Enjoy the weather. Do what you need to do to prepare for another week ahead. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the kindness, wow, the nurturing care that you need. And yeah, you're loved.